Hello everyone, welcome back to Mastering Mayhem. Today I will be unboxing and demonstrating the 3 compact drill and impact driver kits, just to kind of compare them to one another, and that way I can make one video out of 3 sets that will be happening obviously every Saturday going on till the middle of next month. So I just wanted to do all 3 of these in one video. After we unbox them, I'll show you how the batteries and the chargers work. I'll demonstrate the drills, and then I'll demonstrate the impact drivers and what they're capable of doing or not doing. And so we're just going to compare these guys because they all have different price points, right? The Milwaukee set goes for $199. This one's going to Joseph, so this one's out of the giveaway. And then the RYOBI one goes for $139, and then the DeWALT goes for $149. At least that's what I bought them for during the holidays, right? Like Black Friday and Christmas and whatnot, that time of year. I think they're still the same prices right now, but I'll definitely check and see where the best prices are for these 3 sets. So I'll pin the links in the comment section at the top, and I'll also put the links in the description of the video. So let's go ahead and unbox these, and we will go from there. You guys like that shirt though? I'm probably going to be wearing it way too often now. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and take the contents out of the bag so you guys see what's in the bags of these compact drill and impact driver sets. So here's the DeWALT. So this is the DeWALT instruction manual here. Okay, so this is the DCD 708 half-inch cordless drill driver, type 11, 0 to 450 RPM on the lower setting, 0 to 1650 RPM on the higher setting. Just a little bit of the specs on that. The DeWALT can also get their belt clip on either the left or the right side, so it helps if you're left or right-handed to have the option to choose where that belt clip will go, right and left. And then it does lock the trigger, so you can go right, left, and lock the trigger here. It is a variable speed trigger. It does have up to 15 as far as the speed selection, and then the drilling option right there. And what else? And then it does have the light at the bottom, which we'll show you once we get the batteries in. Alright, that is the DeWALT Brushless Atomic Series, or Atomic Line Compact Series. This is the impact driver. The impact driver model number is the DCF809. This is the 1/4 inch cordless impact driver, type 11 once again, and 20 volt max. And then it's 0 to 3200 IPM and 0 to 2800 RPM. That's what this guy gives you here. Again, left or right side to put the belt clip. And the light here on this one, it has 3 LED lights around the collet here. And then this is a quick release collet, of course. And it is a brushless impact driver. And this one also has the ability to lock the trigger, and then of course left and right. And I'm going to assume that this is a variable speed trigger on this, but we will find out. This kit comes with 2 belt clips, one for each drill, or one for each driver, I guess we can say. And then it comes with the charger that is the DCB107 is the charger that this kit comes with. And then I fully charged these batteries already, so we'll just put these guys on. These batteries do not have the battery level indicators on them. They are the 1.5 amp hour batteries, so I'm glad they're not the 1.3. So you do get a little bit better battery. I was hoping they would be the 2 amp hours, but they are the 1.5 amp hour batteries that come in the DeWALT kit. So let's go ahead, and the way you put these guys on, you just slide it on. Basically it has channels there for any, whoever doesn't know about that. And you just slide them on, and you don't have to push the button now. You just click it in place. And that's the impact driver right there. You got the 3 lights. Sounds very good. And that's the LED right there. Very nice construction on these guys. Alright, so that's the DeWALT. You get the belt clips, you get the batteries, you get the charger, and you get the instructions. Alright, now let's open up the Milwaukee bag, see what we got inside here. Of course, the Milwaukee, you get your instructions just like everybody else. It gives you an opportunity to win a few things. You get the charger. This is the dual charger that comes in this kit, so you can charge both 18 volt and 12 volt batteries. If you have many Milwaukee tools, this will help. Comes with 2 batteries. Again, these are the Milwaukee batteries that I love. They got this soft rubber molding around the bottom of the battery, so it gives a nice grip here. As you can see, it doesn't slide around as easily. Let me see here. Fully charged. Yeah, I love the way these lights light up. Remember, that was the DeWALT's flex volt batteries that do that. So it just gives it a little more character than the usual battery indicator, light indicators there. This is it's a 2 amp hour battery, and they're both fully charged there, Joseph. And I'll have them fully charged after we're done today too. Alright, so this is the Milwaukee drill driver. They come with the belt clip pre-installed, but you can put it on the right or left side. Let's go ahead and plug this guy in. So I already like this more because you have the power indicator on the battery, where the DeWALT doesn't have that. But the DeWALT, if we look at it, it's a bit shorter, a little more compact. Weight wise, they feel about the same weight. We'll see. We'll do a test on that in the end. As far as the RPMs on the Milwaukee, it's saying it's 0 to 500 RPMs on the first setting, 0 to 1800 RPM. So it's claiming a bit higher than the DeWALT as far as capability there. And the settings, speed settings, right up here at the top. Right up there at the top. As far as the clutch settings, it has a few more than the DeWALT Compact. The DeWALT Compact stops at 15. The M18 here goes up to 18, so a little bit finer clutch settings there. And then it does have the drill setting as well. This guy feels great. Beautiful. Then we have the 18 volt impact driver. Sounds very good. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. This one also has the locking middle selection there, and then right and left, of course, and then you got your LED light right above the trigger. The trigger is a variable speed trigger. On the Milwaukee impact driver, we have 0 to 4200 IPM and 0 to 3400 RPM is what this guy is promising to deliver here. Sounds very capable. It does have a locking selection there where the selector is in the middle. It'll lock the trigger, and then it just says brushless here on the back. Nice sticky rubber mold all in all the black colored portion of it. Mostly there's some hard plastic on the black, but mostly nice and grippy rubber over mold there. Very capable. You got your light right above the trigger. So that's that on the Milwaukee set. Has the instruction manual, right? That comes in there. You got your charger. You get 2 batteries as well. And these guys are fully charged. And so I like that about these batteries. It does have the charge indicator, status of your battery. Very nice. 18 volts. So it comes with the 2 batteries. Your drill driver here. Just go ahead and put the battery in place. This drill is probably the quietest one. It is brushless. It has the highest gear selections available for the drill driver at 20 to 23, and then it goes to drill. Selection with driving screws is probably going to help a lot with that. You do have 2 speed selectors there, and on the 2 settings of the speed there, here's what we get. This is the PSB DD01CN half-inch drill driver. 0 to 450 RPMs on the first setting, and then 0 to 1700 RPMs on the second setting. This also has the middle locking selection there on the trigger, left and right, of course. So depending on the speed you select, that's what it's going to give you. The RYOBI battery is the 1.5 amp hour battery. What else do we have on the LED light down here at the bottom? Nice and bright. Compared, I mean, they all look about the same as far as brightness. And yeah, it feels very comfortable. Nice rubber, soft rubber overmold on a majority of the black area, basically where you grip, put your hands, apply pressure. Alright, so very nice there. Here is the RYOBI 1 Plus HP impact driver. Oh, it sounds pretty nice. Very capable. This seems like the lightest impact driver. I don't know if that means anything as far as performance, but we'll find out. Again, lock. You're able to lock the trigger left and right. Directions there. Let's see what it gives us on the RPMs. It's saying 0 to 2900 on the RPMs, and then the IPM is 0 to 800 IPM right there. So that's what you get with the RYOBI. Okay, all of them have great quick release connect collets. Okay, so really quickly, every charging unit has its own type of indicators here. So I just want to share with you how they work or how to read them in case some of you don't know how to read them or are not familiar with it. Right, you got 4 small circles. That just means that if the red light is flashing rapidly, it's saying that there's a temperature issue with the battery. So you either got to cool the battery down or let it, I guess, warm up. It's too cold or it's too hot, basically, right? Then if it's flashing red and green one after the other, it's a bad battery. Solid green means the battery is fully charged on this one. If it's solid red on either the 12 volt or the 18 volt battery, that means it is charging. When it is flashing slow red here, it means that you have both battery packs connected, and once one of the packs is fully charged, the other one will begin to charge. So that's what you got with these 5 indicators here on the Milwaukee charger. Okay, I hope that helps. If you have more questions, it'll be in the manual, so you can check that out. Okay, so on the DeWALT charger, if the left side is, if only the left side is flashing, that means the pack is charging. If it's just solid red on this one, that means the pack is fully charged. If both of the indicators are lit up and the left one is flashing while the right one is lit up, then that means there's a hot or cold delay. So it's either the battery's too hot or too cold and it won't charge, and so you got to regulate the temperature before it starts charging. So right now we are where just the left indicator is charging or flashing, so the pack is charging. Okay, and then the battery RYOBI charger here, you have 2 LEDs here, these 2 right here. The left one is flashing red. Temperature is either too high or too low, so you just let it adjust, just give it some time. And then if the red and the green are flashing, that means the battery is defective in some way. If the right LED is flashing by itself, that means it's charging. And if the right LED is solid green, that means it is fully charged. So that's how this guy works. Alright, so here we have them. We are going to go ahead and do some tests with the drills first, and then we will do some tests, or more like demonstrations. I just want to show you guys that they work fine, what they're capable of, and that way you guys can see, you know, price point wise what you would be okay with. Again, different uses, different applications, but these are all their compact series. So you got the compact RYOBI, you got the compact Milwaukee, and the compact DeWALT. Alright, so before we start doing the work, let's just go ahead and weigh these guys real quick. So we have the DeWALT drill driver with the battery. This guy weighs 3 pounds, 1.6 ounces. That's what you get for the DeWALT drill driver. The Milwaukee, that comes in at 3 pounds, 6.6 ounces. So right now that is the heaviest one, and I think it will be the heaviest one, with a 2 amp hour battery. So it does have the bigger battery. And then the RYOBI drill driver coming in at 2 pounds, 15.8 ounces. So right under 3 pounds. Let's go ahead and try the impact drivers. The DeWALT impact driver is at 2 pounds, 14 ounces, so just under 3 pounds. The Milwaukee is 3 pounds, 0.4 ounces, so it's just over 3 pounds on the Milwaukee impact driver. And then we have the RYOBI impact driver at 2 pounds, 12 ounces. So the RYOBI is the lightest for both the impact and the drill driver, but we'll see how that affects the performance. Alright, so we got the weight in. Let's go ahead and start doing some drilling and seeing how these
Okay, we're going to start them all off with just a 1/2 inch drill bit. So let's go ahead and start. We're going to start with RYOBI and then go to DeWALT and then Milwaukee. We're just going to go based off of price. So okay, so this does have the clutch where it clicks back one, tells you it's in place. And this is in the slow setting, which is like the 0 to 700 RPM or 800. I can't remember what RYOBI was. But we're going to put it on the high setting. And let's just see how it does drilling through a 4x4. Did it no problem. Time wise, I don't know. And that was on the highest setting and drill mode. Since we're drilling, right? So we'll just do that with these 3 guys here. Let's try it with the DeWALT here. It's on the highest setting right now. Okay, much better. I don't know if there was buildup with wood, but I could feel in my hand that the RPM on this one was much higher, or quite a bit higher than the RYOBI. But alright, let's try the Milwaukee. That's smooth. Alright, let's see how this guy does. And there you go. That to me felt like it was the fastest out of all 3 of them with the 1/2 inch drill bit. So all 3 of them are very capable. There's no issues with any of them. None of them clutched out, or there's on the drill mode, or none of them stopped or locked up. So now let's try all of them with the 1 inch paddle bit. Start off with the RYOBI here. Well, locked up pretty easily, pretty quickly. Let's try it on the slower selection here and see if it does it that way. Could be a safety feature here. No problem. So on the slower setting, it gets through, doesn't lock up or anything. So apparently with paddle bits, it's better to go on the slower setting, even if you're trying to get things done faster. That's why I always put things on high settings, so I'm just trying to get it done. But with paddle bits, it's a good idea too. And we'll see if that happens with all of them. I'll try it on the high speed setting and then see if they all lock up with paddle bits like that. Alright, now we have the DeWALT. We'll put it on the high setting and see if it also locks up here. Now we'll start off right here. Okay, so as you can see, the DeWALT almost got all the way through on the fast setting. It's about 3/4 of the way through there. Yeah, see, I thought I was going to make it all the way through, but let's go ahead and put it on the slow speed here, slow setting, and see if it does in fact go all the way through now. So it takes a lot longer, it takes a little while longer to get all the way through on the slow setting, but that's what you need if you don't want it to lock up on you a few times. If you're okay with it locking up and you pulling it back out and starting over, you can do that too, but that's up to you guys. So let's see if the Milwaukee can make it all the way through on high speed, or if it also locks up. Okay, we got it on high setting. Let's see if we can do it. I don't know. I'm a believer in Milwaukee, so let's see what happens. And there you go. Milwaukee does it through, goes all the way through. with the high setting. So it don't care if you're on low or high, it's gonna get through the work that you need it to. So that is pretty impressive. Yeah, no problem. Well, there you go. Again, Milwaukee showing itself to not have any issues. Let's try it on slow setting to see if it has issues when it's on the slow setting. Nope. So Milwaukee wins this battle with the 1-inch paddle bit. It'll go through a 4x4 no problem, both high and low setting. I have a 1.5-inch paddle bit, so let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll stop with the paddle bits just to have an idea here if we're pushing it too much on any of them, or see what they can do. Alright, so the RYOBI on low, because we already know on high it can't get through anyway. So we got on low, all the way on the drill setting, and then 1.5-inch paddle bit. Let's see if we can get through a 4x4. Okay, it did it. 1.5-inch. Let's see what the DeWALT can do. Yep. No problem, 1.5-inch all the way through on the low setting. And now let's see what Milwaukee does. We'll try it on the high. If we can do it on high, great. Here we go. That was on low. Sorry, that was on low. Went through just fine. Let's see if we can get through on high. We're just going to do it and see what happens. And that's it. It locks up. So Milwaukee also needs to be on low in order to get a 1.5-inch paddle bit through. So it can do it with the 1-inch paddle bit better than the RYOBI and the DeWALT. But it meets its match at 1.5-inch paddle bit where it's got to be on low. Alright, so that's what they do with the paddle bit. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and drive in 2 lag bolts with the RYOBI if we can. 2-inch and 3-inch lag bolts. Let's see how they do here. We'll start with the 2-inch. That's it. That's what that gives us. Let's see if it, on the low setting, the drill, let's see if it does, it brings it out. Alright. Let's see if we can drive it in all the way. Alright. So you get more torque on the low setting, obviously. So let's try the RYOBI with the 2-inch and see on the low setting if it gets through. No problem, all the way down. Very nice. The RYOBI, no problem with the 2 and the 3-inch. Let's go to the DeWALT. We'll try it on the high setting first. See if this guy can get all the way in without having to go on the low setting here. Yeah, no problem. Alright, so these things might be important to you, speed-wise and whatnot on the job. So on the low setting, it'll probably do it no problem. Yep, there you go, all the way down. So it's good there on the 2-inch. Let's see how it does on the 3-inch. Here we go on the 3-inch. On high speed. Okay, so it locks up right before it goes all the way down. Then of course on the slow speed, slow setting, it should be no problem. Yep. Alright, so no problem there. Let's go to the Milwaukee and then we will go to the impact drivers after that. Let's see if we can do it here, not crack it. But yeah, no problem, my goodness. Yeah, you can feel it, the Milwaukee. Joseph, yeah, you made a good choice as far as drills. Now let's just try the 3-inch. I feel like it's just gonna crack it if it's got no more room left on this 4x4. So let's here, let's just go ahead and crack it. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, let's go right here and see what happens. Yeah. No problem on high speed, so low speed. So the Milwaukee, once again, with lag bolts, is the winner. It does low speed, high speed, 2-3-inch lag bolts, no problem. You don't even have to put it on low setting. Let's see how much battery life we have left on the RYOBI versus the Milwaukee. The RYOBI is, wow, it's still, so I don't know if you guys have, the RYOBI is still fully charged. That's pretty impressive, but also it didn't do as much work. But let's see what the Milwaukee gives us. It's down to 3 bars. But this guy, I used an extra turn on it with one of the bolts, and this guy just doesn't let you down. But it is also 2 amp hour battery, so again, something to keep in mind. Okay, so we have all the impact drivers ready to go. I have a 6-inch lag bolt. This is a 1/2-inch bolt. I just want to see if we can get through the 4x4, right? So obviously this is longer than the 4x4, but let's see if we can get through. And we're ready to go. Let's see what this thing can do, see if we can get through it. Alright, I'm not going to push it too far, but it's definitely struggling. So, we'll say that the RYOBI cannot do it. Again, this is like the ultimate test with these guys, just to see what they can or can't do. So let's try with DeWALT. See if the DeWALT can get this guy through. See if any of these guys can get through with a 1/2-inch bolt. Let's try it here. Okay, that's about as far as I'll push it. So it gets through, but it's struggling to get it all the way through. With the DeWALT, no one's been able to get it through just yet. Let's see if the Milwaukee can do it. Let's see what you got, Milwaukee. Here we go. Yeah, Milwaukee's just saying, hey man, give it to me. All the way way down, no problem. Again, no favoritism from me, but the Milwaukee impact driver did it, no problem. All right, so we got the log. We got the RYOBI ready with the star bit for the 6-inch screw here, quarter in diameter 6-inch screw. All right, let's just go see if this. Let's see if this guy can drive it all the way in. No problem. All right, very nice. So yeah, I think maybe I'll try to keep things in the middle. Let me try it again with the DeWALT here next to the hole that where we did the RYOBI and see if that does make a difference. Yes, it does. So apparently there are some softer parts and then there are some harder parts in the wood. But let's see how Milwaukee does with it. I mean, both the DeWALT and the RYOBI struggled, but they got it all the way down. Let's see if Milwaukee just drives it in much faster. It's on the same area here of the tough, you know, the section or portion of the log that is really, really tough. So let's just go ahead and do it. So yeah, the Milwaukee is just a different level, man. Love it. Joseph, you got a nice set coming your way, man. A really nice set. Okay, so there you have it. You got the RYOBI, you have the DeWALT, and you have the Milwaukee. The RYOBI drill driver and impact driver are definitely a good set of drills to have around the house for assembling pretty much anything from furniture to fitness equipment to toys to outside play sets, outside furniture. I'd say light to medium work for the RYOBIs, driving drywall screws in, driving in your average 2-3 inch screws for whatever it is, you know, even decking. No problem for those guys, right? And so, as you all saw, just from the testing and demonstration, that of course the RYOBI is the least capable when it comes to like bigger, heavier, more demanding work, driving in those longer, bigger lag bolts. And then as you move up from RYOBI to DeWALT, so on and so forth to Milwaukee, they are more and more capable and have more torque, just like they say on the packaging, right? So they seem to be pretty true to their advertisement. But again, I don't have, actually I do have an RPM reader, and I will get to that probably in the next episode or the next few videos. I just want to get that regulated and make sure I'm using it properly or correctly. So again, that's the little demonstration. You guys decide. The Milwaukees again are going to be going to Joseph, so that is no longer part of the giveaway, but you still have the DeWALT and you have the RYOBIs. These guys, again, are capable to do anything you need around the house, light to medium duty work. Milwaukee, same thing. It's still compact, so, but it's just more capable for a compact. I hope that helped answer some questions. I hope I covered most of, to give you a general idea, right? I didn't go in depth, but this gives you a general idea about the drill driver sets that you get. And it's for, I think they match the price point. I think personally, if $50 is a big difference between the DeWALT at $149 and the Milwaukee at $199, I would go with the DeWALT. It's not much less capable than the Milwaukee. They're there toe to toe. Milwaukee has a few, it has more torque and a few more features there that I really like. As far as like the battery life indicators on it. So again, if you're willing to pay $50 more, or you're able to, so again, if it was between the DeWALT and the Milwaukee, and I had the extra $50 that I could afford, I would go with the Milwaukee, because
the type of work that I do, sometimes I require that that extra torque and that capability that the DeWALT can't offer as far as in those demanding moments, right? So I'd rather be with the torque and the power that I need when I need it versus not having it and then regretting that I don't have it when those situations come up. I would use the Milwaukees even on construction sites throughout the day, of course. Maybe get like a 4 or 5 amp hour battery. Same with the DeWalts. But RYOBI I would keep at home. Lighter work, DIY projects, again, flooring, putting up sheetrock, assembling furniture, things like that, drilling through metal if you need to drill holes and things like that. The RYOBI can do it. It's just, it's lacking in the torque department. But they feel great. They're the lightest of the set. Again, so if you want a light set that has power for how much it weighs, these guys, they won't let you down. They won't let you down. They're a good set of drills. But if you want to move up in torque capability and power and things like that, it's kind of, that's another thing. The RYOBI has the LED gauges here on the battery, whereas the DeWalt set for $10 more does not, but it gives you a little more power. So again, it's a give and take type situation, and what you're looking for, $50 difference between, it's $60 between this and this. So again, depending on what you're looking for, that should be the determining factor. Is, I would say, is price, one of the biggest factors, and then torque. What are your needs? If you're just working around the house and you're doing light DIY, I would even take these guys on my projects, assembling fitness equipment, assembling fences, things like that. This impact driver would do just fine. I'd have a bigger battery for it, so it'd last longer. But as far as I can tell, this guy will provide what I need. So I hope that little demonstration helped give you guys an idea, guys and gals, on how these guys can perform and a little bit of the difference between them as far as torque and price. And if it did and you enjoyed the video, please remember to hit that like button. Please remember to share, comment, absolutely. Watch as much as the video as you can. That always helps in the algorithm. And again, remember, these tools are all part of a giveaway. The Milwaukees have been claimed, but these two will still be in there. So we got 9 tools left in the giveaway. And as always, I'm looking for the best tools, tech, DIYs, and deals for you. And until next time, I only hope the best to you and yours.